Hi, this is Jim Birch, back with you for the final chapter in this introduction to the universal journey. It's a journey we're all on, and this is sort of a spiritual group, a very loose spiritual group that acknowledges that. It's a very fascinating journey. It's the ultimate journey when you think about it. It's how divinity has planned for us to create our own future. So let's start this segment with a poem by the Persian poet Hafiz. He's a great poet, my favorite poet, and this is his poem entitled My Brilliant Image. One day the sun admitted I am just a shadow. I wish I could show you the infinite incandescence that has cast my brilliant image. I wish I could show you, when you are lonely or in darkness, the astonishing light of your own being. So true. If we could see the life force that is within us, our soul, we would be blown away by its beauty. Love is easy to say and not always so easy to do. And it is easy to love those who love you, but not so easy to love those who do not. How do we go about the work on this physical plane of coming to the greater realization of who we are? That, after all, is why we are here. How is it that I am love? How can I experience what I theoretically know myself to be? First, what are we dealing with here in this life? Strangely, institutional religion seems bent on segregating all the things it says God likes and the things it has determined that God does not like. The things God likes we're supposed to practice and do assiduously. The things God does not like must be avoided at all costs, because if we do too many of those, then God will disavow us, send us away to burn in horror forever. Such a view of divinity in no way resembles what all the masters have been telling us and what resonates within the human heart. If each of us lives within divinity, draws our existence from it, and individuates ourselves within it, then we are it. Each of us is a candle in the sun. We know we're the sun, just doesn't matter that we're not the whole sun, just a little tiny part of the sun. But size doesn't matter because the candle has all the sun's characteristics. We are the drop in the ocean. We are not the all of the ocean, but we have all of its characteristics. And if that which gives existence to all that is, and to everyone who exists, then we are what it is, loving consciousness, all loving awareness. And we all know it too. We know it in the fibers and in the crevices of our heart. We know in the synapses of our brain and in every pulse of our mind. And we get to come to this most amazing universe, 13.7 billion years in the making, so that we can experience the fact that we are, at our core, loving consciousness. And just how do we pull off that loving of others? By looking into them and telling them we like what we see? Well, partially, yes, but it really takes a lot more than that. We do have to do something. We have the challenge of making the situation better for that person, of building a home that shelters our family, of improving God's physical expression of this world, of removing pain from another, of standing up to bullies and championing each hurting individual, of creating systems that help humanity, of easing suffering, of bringing a laugh to another, of bringing peace and understanding to a conflict, of welcoming strangers, of helping the hungry to eat, of providing shelter for the sick and dispossessed, of standing against violence as a solution for an individual or for a nation. We get to create something better for someone else. And what do we need in order to create? We need things to be made better. And those kind of things are called problems. We need something to make better. Problems, difficulties, suffering, pain, disillusionment, letdowns, betrayals, conflicts, inadequacies, frailties, differences, hurts, emptiness, and loneliness. All of these gifts. They're all there so that we have something to make better for someone else, so that we can create, so that we can bring up love within ourselves to give away. Because when we do bring it up from a deep within us, that God who is within, when we look at it and we say, look at this, will you? Look who I am and look what I am when I'm at my best. Our common human condition then is that we all have a bucket of debris dumped on our heads from time to time. Some of us, it happens often to. Some of us less frequently. But we all get it. It misses no one. Our friends can abandon us. Our love life can deteriorate. Our special someone can betray us. We can have money problems, or we can go bankrupt. We can lose what we thought most important in our lives. Our loved ones can get ill or die. We have a serious health problem. We are different in innumerable ways from other people, and they don't like us for that reason. All of these gifts. All gifts for us to create something better for someone else. And in doing so, to discover love, to discover who we are. It is our common human plight, our common human condition, our common human gift. We get to give love. We, in that process, get to pull it up from deep within ourselves, where it has always been, because the kingdom of God is within. We get to look at it, and we get the great insight that we are indeed love. A long time ago, Thomas à Kempis wrote this on love. Love is a mighty power, a great and complete good. Love alone lightens every burden and makes rough places smooth. It bears every hardship as though it were nothing and renders all bitterness sweet and acceptable. Nothing is sweeter than love, nothing stronger, nothing higher, nothing wider, nothing more pleasant, nothing fuller or better in heaven or earth. For love is born of God. Love flies, runs, and leaps for joy. It is free and unrestrained. Love knows no limits, but ardently transcends all bounds. Love feels no burden, takes no account of toil, attempts things beyond its strength. Love is not fickle and sentimental, nor is it intent on vanities. Like a living flame and a burning torch, it surges upward and surely surmounts every obstacle. When I get to thinking that I have too much to bear, when I get to thinking that my personal or physical characteristics make me less worthy, less human, less gifted, less lovable, or less capable, when my employer snubs me, pays me less than I deserve, maybe even cheats me, when I get to thinking my burden is just not fair because I've tried to lead a good life, when I get to thinking others have let me down, betrayed me, failed to see my positive characteristics, or harmed me in some way, when I get to think I have been cheated to have so little in this life, when so many others, often inferior to my personal moral bearing, have so much, when I get to thinking that I am a victim, stop. These problems are my gifts. They are given to me because I have the strength within to solve them. They are given to me by my soul's own gravity toward them so that I can be enlightened by the insights the experience and the joy of overcoming them. They are how I grow and become stronger. They are my pathway to greater self-realization. They are my unique opportunity to see myself for what I am, which is love. They are my challenges and my opportunities. They are how I achieve what I am here to do. When I look at other people and find them lacking, when I feel that others could be doing better than they are, and I attribute that to their weakness, when I see schools, places of employment, governments that are doing poorly, wasting money and resources, abusing people, when I see war and stupidity all around me, when my family doesn't recognize all that I do for them and all that I really am a good person, when I am not sufficiently respected for all my positive attributes, stop. Please stop. Because I'm here to make all this better. These problems are given to me because at my core I am love. And I have a deep desire to make this love pervasive. I cannot walk away from my opportunity to make something better for someone else without cheating myself and creating in myself the experience of who I am not. Problems are my gifts. This divinity's good world, given to us and created by us in concert with that ultimate loving consciousness, so that we might have a place to create our unique individual experience of who we are. Problems are our challenges to do just that. They're our great blessings. This is the answer that makes every person of goodwill perk up, have heart, and engage the human flow with courage and optimism. It resonates with virtually every culture, every religion, every personal philosophy. It vitalizes individuals and groups. It sets us free. It gives us hope. It brings joy, because it is who we are.